This is where the big boys play, huh? Look at the adjective. Play. We ain't here to play.
The OGs is in the building.
Facts.
Wrestle Cave, live from the 215, the number one podcast for all pro wrestling. I'm here with my special guest, the OG, Casey, the legend, here with Fatt Rodd. Let's get it. How y'all doing?
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
I'm good. How you been, OG? It's been a while. Welcome back to the cave, brother.
It's been a minute. I'm ready to get talking about all this stuff that's been going on.
All right, go ahead.
Let's get right at it.
How you doing,
I haven't
Rod?
spoken to you. Free 30 case. We are in the
What's
building.
up?
How's
Handshake.
everything? We are
Handshake.
back. I got questions.
What's up?
Let's get right to it.
All right, let's go.
Nakamura.
Let's
AJ.
get right into it. I mean, let's not.
I haven't
beat around the
heard
bush.
from you. You FaceTime me when AJ won. You was on the group real quick and then it disappeared. How did
Oh
you
yeah,
feel?
I forgot. AJ Nakamura.
Yeah.
Well, going into it, I thought it was gonna be a good match. Everybody did. I thought it was gonna be good. I thought Nakamura was gonna come out on top. Now, normally, I'd be upset with the result. Normally,
Right.
but the bigger picture, we got heel Nakamura. And the stuff he's been doing the last 2 weeks on SmackDown with the I don't speak English stuff, I love it, man.
Yes.
Heel Shinsuke, I love it.
So
It adds a whole new dynamic to SmackDown
I agree.
because they haven't really had that big heel, you know?
Right.
They haven't had that huge heel on SmackDown, and then they got two
They
this
had
week.
gender.
Yeah, exactly. And Jinder's all right, but you got Nakamura now,
Yeah.
AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan,
Right.
and now you can throw Samoa Joe in there. But we'll talk about that later.
That's gonna be some money right there.
I mean, but that's how I felt about it. I feel like it adds a whole new dimension into Shinsuke Nakamura. It adds a whole new dynamic to that main title picture on SmackDown. I like it.
Do you think he's getting the belt in Saudi Arabia?
I don't know. I still think.
AJ, I mean, you talking about Shinsuke?
Yeah.
Nah.
I think it's too early. I don't know. I don't know now. See, I don't know.
I think that with everybody thinking Brock is going to be breaking the streak, that belt don't count.
What belt?
Brock's belt.
Oh, yeah,
AJ
of
belt
course
is
not.
the
Not
belt
till
that
it comes-
count for
not-
the streak that
Not
we
till
are
it comes back
chasing.
on TV. Yeah.
You know, so
Fuck that belt. I don't like that belt.
We AJ belt is the belt that we are chasing Punk's record with, not that Brock shit right now.
So you got AJ beating his record?
I'm still on board with that. I think that's where we're going. I think Vince probably wants to get rid of that CM Punk shit at the top anyway. Shout out to CM Punk. It's time to come back, my brother.
Yeah.
Any Royal Rumble, you could pick it. I don't care. Just let me know. I'll be there.
I don't know. He could win it. I just don't know. It's hard to say because the way they've been doing it lately. I mean, we all thought Brock was going to win. I'll talk about that. You want me to talk about that shit?
Please do.
Oh my God. So, you know, I've been on this show and I've been like, I know who's going to win this match a year in advance. Look, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm a man. I'm going to own up to it. You know, I'm not going to sit here and bullshit.
I was right there with you.
I was sitting right over here. I was sitting right here, right next to where I'm sitting now, and I was sitting there saying, I don't care about this match, but I know who's going to win a year in advance, Roman Reigns. Swerve, Brock Lesnar won, which is the only good thing about that match was that swerve, because that match...
If you tune into the Rod Report, I had Brock Lesnar winning, just to throw that in there.
Yeah,
Rob
you
Report,
did.
that's
You
hot.
did.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I just didn't like the match, the way it was booked. It was just Superman punch spear, F5, suplex. It was just...
You don't like the angle of them tearing down Roman Reigns, like to
Not
a point
that
that we
way.
have sympathy for him?
Not that way.
Okay.
Because if you remember back to their match at the previous WrestleMania, 31?
It's the same match.
Not the way it was wrestled.
That was a
it
good
wasn't
match.
the same.
They started that match
Exactly.
pretty
That's
good.
where I'm getting to. They did break down Roman in that match if you remember, but they didn't do it the way they did it this time, which was just a lazy way of doing it.
I
just
mean, I feel
suplex, F5, suplex. That's a lazy booking.
They tear down. They're
If they
tearing
did
down
the-
what Vince built up over the last
Yes,
year.
if they did it more towards the way they did the 31 match, and you break them down that way,
Right.
then that is a way to get Roman people kind of behind Roman.
think-
But the way they did it was just lazy booking.
The moment that they're looking for Roman Reigns at Mania isn't going to come as a face.
No, absolutely
So
not.
I mean, I think they're coming to that understanding is like everybody can't be that face just because they got the look. Like they might be that heel also. You
And
know,
he did good heel work in NXT when he was wearing the suits as well. It was all right. You know what I mean? So he has it in him. I just think they stuck in their ways.
You know what I want to talk to you about? Because we had a big disagreement about this person.
What?
Ronda Rousey.
Who did?
Me and you.
We didn't have a disagreement.
You don't remember?
Do we need to rewind?
What did I say?
I'll rewind.
Tell
and
me,
you
and
were
I can
sitting
probably-
here. It was like the night. It was the week after Rumble, and you were sitting here complaining about how she was doing. You saying it was terrible, and I said, "Give it time.
Give it
time.
time. Facts. I was here
I
that
said,
night.
"Give her time. She's gonna
was
be
here
all
that
right." It's been 2 days. She's got to adapt, and she adapted well. What did you think about her match at WrestleMania, Ace? I want to know.
Yeah, but prior to that, the WrestleMania match, I did say, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're right. I do got to give her some time. But I was saying at the time, the way she was booked, like, it just looked weird. She came out there putting at the sign. It was just an awkward time. It was an awkward moment.
First
So I
time
didn't
out.
understand.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but first impression is normally last impression. So it's like, all right, they already
Not in
starting
this
off.
case, baby.
No.
Not in this case.
Okay. I
She
seen a clip when she was in
is-
the ring doing her thing. Obviously, she was going to be cool. She had her own fan base.
We want
so,
Ronda.
You know, I still think she
We
can-
want Ronda.
I still
Yeah.
think she has definitely
We
got
want
room to
Ronda on
improve,
Raw.
but you know what I mean?
So I didn't think. I'm not going to say this was my match of the night, but it was one of my more entertaining matches of the night. The Ronda Rousey match. It was one of the more
I
entertaining
gave
matches
match
of the night.
to Asuka and Charlotte.
That was what I was going to talk about next. That was definitely my match of the night. That and the triple threat
Yes,
were my two matches
The women
of the night.
definitely they own this WrestleMania. Even though I thought Bliss and Nia was going to be a squash match,
That got
they
more time
put
than I
on.
thought it was going to. Yeah.
They put on like they didn't bury Bliss. Like we knew she was going to lose, but she played a good match. I mean, she did work a good match with Nia.
Yeah.
So just had to get that out the way. I wanted to hear.
But
your
no,
opinions.
Charlotte versus Asuka, that was a classic match.
Facts.
Like, and Charlotte beating Asuka was even better. And then
I like
fast
that
forward
they
2
didn't
days
waste
later,
Carmella. That's the best part about it. They didn't
Exactly.
waste it. Like the fact that she's
they
the
did it
first Money in the
perfectly
Bank.
Tuesday.
The
was
first Money in the
perfect way
Bank's
to do
supposed
it.
to win. That's how it's supposed to be. Like the idea of her just losing to Asuka sound dumb, and people were like, "They're just gonna feed her." Like for what? You could feed Asuka anybody. Why feed her Carmella? She's supposed to be the reason that either the streak breaks or she get over on Charlotte.
now let me ask you this question
Yeah.
because they made a big thing out of this. If Carmella was going to walk out champion on SmackDown, right? She was going to get pinned, right? Why couldn't she? Could have cashed in at Mania while they're both, because they were getting it in, while they're both down and hurt and worn out, and it's towards the end of the match. And why she couldn't come down, cash in, kick Asuka out of her way, and hit her with that nut ass kick again.
You can't do that.
OG,
Why can't
talk to him. OG,
You can't talk to him. You mean
talk to him.
I
OG,
mean,
talk.
you
tell him
can't
why
do
it's
that
bad.
because it's a classic epic match between Charlotte and
Facts.
Asuka.
It's about
You can't-
Charlotte beating
This
her.
is a WrestleMania.
Facts.
People have been waiting for this match. You can't do that in this type of match.
Look,
So
the
you felt like
Seth,
the streak was time to lose? You think it was time for the streak to go?
I think it could have went a little bit longer, but
If you're gonna
if
lose
you're
it
going to
right-
lose to anybody, who better to lose to than Charlotte? Because I don't really know who else could do it. If you, I mean, it's her. and-
You would have to
It
build
could be
something up
Ronda,
better.
but I mean, who better than Charlotte to do it? In my opinion, there's no other girl on that roster that I would do it.
That shit fits her character. It doesn't matter if it's a classic. She is the arrogant chick. That fits her character perfectly.
Think
It
about
would
what
have
she
not
did,
been
though,
a
bro.
surprise. I don't feel as though it was worth stopping the streak and then her losing a title all in the span of 2 days.
Let me
She
ask
could
you
have
this.
kept the streak. She could have still lost the
Ace,
title.
What did her
But
streak
it didn't.
really matter?
Did it hurt Charlotte at all?
What?
Did this hurt Charlotte at all?
I think the person that it probably affected in a sense is Asuka in a way because we don't know what for her
Not
to
at
do that.
all. Not
No,
at
she
all.
lost to the best. She
Shit
lost to the
killer,
champ.
bro. Shit killer.
She lost one match. She lost to the best.
I just don't
Facts.
feel as though.
And then Charlotte,
No,
it took
I
two
agree. I
girls
disagree
beating
on
the
that.
shit out of Charlotte for
And
Mel
that's
to
what-
beat her.
Look, they put over Carmella. What's her name? Peyton Royce. That's the other
Peyton
chick name?
Royce and Billie
the other
Kay.
chick. Yeah, they all of them got over all on the same night. That's
Yep.
why when you talk about build new talent, that's,
That's
how you do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you
They could've
didn't
did the
bury
same thing.
Charlotte. Like you
could've-
solidified
Nah,
Charlotte.
I like everything that they did with that whole title scene.
Yeah, man,
don't
like
think she
Charlotte
should've
gonna
lost
put
it
the
that
young
fast.
girls over now. It's like they're not gonna mix and mingle with Naomi and Becky and Cat Lady and all of them. Like they're gonna be with the best right now.
Cat
Like,
Lady.
She had a good match last night with Charlotte. That
Yeah.
was a good ass match. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, it's like it made sense because you didn't bury nobody. Like Asuka didn't get buried. She won for fucking 3 years straight. Like
I'm not saying
It
she
was
got
time.
buried, but I'm talking about in that situation. I just don't see why.
They had match of the night at WrestleMania, so
I just don't feel as
I
though
mean,
why
I felt
should
like
they
it
lose
was
the streak
perfectly fine the
that
way they
bad?
did it. I don't know. I didn't have a
now
problem with it.
I'm gonna keep it real. What I didn't like about the match was Asuka kissing her ass pretty much after the match. I ain't like all that. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like I would have been cool with a heel turn from Asuka right there too. Like put her on her ass too, but I don't think she should have got down.
Nah, I like the respect.
too much respect.
Too much respect.
Too much.
Whatever.
Too much.
Too much respect.
That's what made her look. It made her look small, like to Charlotte. I mean, I know she the queen, but damn, you got the win and you made her tag.
Did we talk about the IC? Did we talk about
I said that was my other match of the night, pretty much. I mean, I talked about it before that. I mean, I felt like that was going to be my match of the night, and I felt Finn was going to win that, but I'm not mad to see Seth have it. I'm not mad at all about him having it.
He deserved that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Finn ain't do shit.
Any one of those three guys in that match, I would have been happy with them winning. The Miz keeping it, I would have been fine with. With Seth winning, Finn winning, I would have been fine with any of them. But it looks good on Seth. I like it.
Let's get into that real shit.
What?
This superstar shakeup.
Shake it up.
Let's talk about it. How you feel about it?
I mean, how you want to do this? You want to just break it down person by person?
Let's start with Raw.
All right, let's start with Raw. So Raw started off right away, like the first segment, Jinder Mahal, U.S. champ.
Perfect. I like
For a
him.
minute.
I like the trade.
For a minute, he was
like
a
the
U.S.
trade.
champ.
I like the,
I like the
trade,
trade.
for a minute. You know,
Literally a minute.
he got his WrestleMania moment.
Rusev should have got that moment, but you know, whatever.
Facts. Facts. Tune in. Rusev getting buried next Saturday. Everybody, 12 o'clock.
Friday.
Friday. It's not Saturday.
I'm pretty sure it's Friday. But no, I like Jinder. I think he adds a new heel element into their mid card, and even he could go and be an opponent for Roman Reigns if Roman Reigns wins the Universal title, because he's been WWE champion, so he's kind of credible. You could see him being that heel to Roman's face if Roman can win the title, if Brock doesn't keep it for another year. But I think he adds a different dimension to Raw. Another heel. I feel like Raw got a lot of heels in this shakeup, a lot. But I feel like it was something they needed too, because there was a lot of faces eating up the mid card division. If you think about Seth, Finn, and all those guys.
Yeah.
So I liked it, and especially Jeff beating him for the title. I like that too. I didn't see
Grand
that coming.
Slam
Real
champion.
Grand Slam.
Shout out to Jeff Hardy.
The official Grand Slam champion. Yeah, that was. I mean,
Facts.
that was cool.
Well, he's more than a Grand Slam. What would you call that?
Like the OG.
Nah.
He got like every tag belt there ever was.
He had the cruiserweight.
Did he
Or
have the
when was
European
it the
title?
light? Yeah, he had the European. He had the hardcore. I'm pretty sure.
PK level.
What would you call that? Bet greater than Grand Slam. The Universal Slam.
I don't know.
Universal Slam Club. He's probably the only one in there.
Universal
Yeah.
Slam Club.
Yeah. And then so after Jinder, they got my boys Kevin and Sami
Facts.
Zayn.
Facts.
And I like the way they did it too, with the note from Stephanie.
The fuck you,
The fuck you, Kurt. Yeah.
That's fire.
I mean, seriously, if you think about it, that was the only way. It was a good way to do it.
You think they're
because
gonna be a tag team? Because
No.
their tag team division sucks.
they don't need to be a tag team. They like.
They could do
There's
a prop
nothing
tag
wrong
team
with
is
one of
overall,
them.
too.
One of them going for like the IC title, one of them going for the Universal, or they could both go for the tag too. Like, why not do all of them?
Yeah. Do
What's
you
wrong
think-
with doing
But I'm
all
not
of them?
saying
Why
not-
they have to be
How do you
pigeonholed
think
into
they're
one
gonna-
thing? You know what I mean?
Not what I mean. I think the
No, I know
Freebird
not
will
what
do
not what
that.
you
Yeah.
mean, but that's what they do.
How
Yeah,
over do
yeah.
you think they're gonna book Drew McIntyre? Like, you think they're gonna have him like?
Do you think that's a tag team? Because he said he ain't coming by himself.
I ain't mad at that.
I mean, I could see them being a tag team because of who they interrupted
Just
was
to
a
get
tag team.
established though,
Yeah.
not long term, but just to get established as a unit. I can see you putting the belts on them and them dropping to somebody, anybody. Pretty
Again,
much.
like kind of the same thing with Kevin and Sammy. I would like to see them do singles stuff also. Don't just pigeonhole them into the tag team division.
Right.
Because you know how you make your tag team division stronger? You have two solid singles wrestlers that are also a tag team that can do both. You have two, like if Kevin and Sammy want to be a tag team and then they go up against Cesaro and Sheamus. Exactly, right there. You have two guys that can compete against anybody in a singles match and put up their own and then even win a lot of the time. And then they go in and they're a tag team together. Do you know how much stronger that makes a team look like when they're going against them and put up a fight?
Yeah. Yeah, that's dope. I want to see it.
I mean, I would
That's
like
a strong tag team.
I would like to see that book that way, though. But I don't think they're going to do it. But that's how you can kind of get more storylines involved in one another and keep it more interesting is you keep those guys not only in the tag team division, but you keep them in singles competition too, because then they can fight against people.
Anybody.
Not yeah, exactly, anybody, and it doesn't matter because they're both. I mean, Dolph and Drew are both very good singles wrestlers too. We all know that as well. So you can buy it either way, and it makes both your singles division stronger and your tag team division.
Do Drew get any love from the higher ups because he's still the chosen one or no?
I don't know.
He got a lot of love when he came out though. He got a reaction.
Yeah, I don't think nobody expected it. I didn't expect Drew.
I didn't either.
nobody.
I expected like
yo,
Cass or
that was a
something.
good one, yeah.
I expected like Big Cass or something to come out. And then they got Raw got Natalia too, which was alright.
I like the fact that they didn't have her come on drawing right away. Like,
Who, Natalia?
Yeah, she was kind of chilling.
I like how they kind of did it and put like her and Ronda as like
yeah.
friends, because then
Yeah.
it kind of puts. Because Ronda's obviously not going to be ready to have a singles match like right away.
That'll probably be her first match though. She'll probably feud. With
I'm
her.
thinking they might do a tag team match first.
That might work.
You know, because maybe Ronda's not ready yet, and maybe she's not comfortable yet. But you know, they
For a
did
full
the
match.
mixed. Yeah, they did the mixed tag, which was still protect her. Her for her next match, put her in a tag team match, and then you have her first feud be with Natty. Maybe they turn in another tag team match or something.
That's a good person for her to work with also.
Exactly. I think it's a good pairing.
trained
It'll be a
everybody.
technical match, so it's
Yeah,
like the
trained
grappling
everybody,
part
yeah.
of it. She'll be cool.
Yeah, she trained everyone. Sasha, Bailey, everybody. Came out.
I think it's a good pairing, and it keeps it interesting because you could go.
Keep Natty.
It keeps
keep her
Natty
going.
relevant
Active.
in a storyline, and who better to have her a storyline with than Ronda Rousey? And like I said, you keep them as a tag team, and then eventually have Natty turn on her, and then you have that one-on-one.
Are we getting belts for the women? Tag belts?
I feel like they.
I feel like they should,
It's enough, right?
but I don't think you can do two on each show. I feel like it just has to be a one whole.
Yeah, they can
thing.
float though.
That's what I'm saying. I think you can have like a SmackDown people come over because they're doing co-branded pay-per-views now, so
yeah.
you can be like, all right, you guys come up with your best tag team to face our guy at Backlash or whatever. Like, you could do that now that they're co-branding them.
This is the best part of the year.
I just don't think you
I
have
like
enough
the
for
after
two.
WrestleMania pay-per-view scheduling. Like,
You got optimism.
Yeah, they got a lot of options. They stack rosters on both sides. How you feel about Ember debuting with Nia Jax?
I feel like it was a good situation for her to debut in. Put her right in that big picture, the women's division, championship division, like the main players in that division. Insert her right in there, so she's a name that everybody's going to recognize with that division. And then And then didn't she pin Alexa? Right. So and then last 2 days ago, what day is that? Wednesday.
Yeah. She hit Mickey James with the best
beat-
stunner I've ever seen.
Yes. I was
the
gonna say
shit
that
out of
cell
that.
jab. So there you go. She just pinned Alexa and Mickey James in 2 weeks. So she's had a pretty good start.
Yeah.
Already probably better than she's been booked in NXT recently. Probably, I would say the first two showings on Raw. So I think she adds a good jolt into their division.
Yeah. That's
I
how
liked
that's
it.
how you bring somebody up and insert them right away.
That's how you do it if you want to get the crowd into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I like what they did with that.
Baron Corbin came over sneaky too. Don't forget about my man.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Raw. I feel like Raw got a lot of the heels from SmackDown. They got Baron. They got
Somebody's due for
Jinder.
his turn.
They got the Riot Squad. They got Mojo. Like they got a lot of the heels from over there.
Yeah.
So I feel like it had to be some other ones going back over. But the one I really think is interesting to me is Chad Gable.
Facts.
Yeah.
I'm really excited because we were talking about that mid-card division on Raw.
Right.
You insert Chad Gable in with Finn. You insert him in with Bobby Roode now. Baron Corbin.
Real wrestling will
You're
be
going to
back.
have Dolph, Sammy, Kevin, Seth, Finn, I already said. But yeah, like that's a really solid mid-card division on Raw if you can do that right. And then you even have Zack Ryder and Mojo if you want to throw them in. I don't think they will.
Is the mid card better than the heavyweight division right now?
Honestly, I think so.
Well, on Raw, you
On
can't
Raw,
say
yeah.
because they don't have no belt. So it's like
That's why it's better.
there is no mid card on Raw. Everybody's in for a play.
But that's why it's better because we haven't even mentioned Braun.
True.
Braun's is where, because the belt is not in existence. Braun should be in the main picture, but he's not even in the mid card. He's just there. He's just fucking shit up.
Right.
which kind of sucks because he deserves to be in some kind of a storyline. I mean, yeah, that's why they did the tag team thing with him.
Yeah, where does he go? Like, what is going on with him?
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's no
there's no
belt for him to really go for.
Honestly, I think he's gonna be the one who gets the belt from Brock. I think Brock won't have a problem putting it over on somebody who's really big, not somebody who's just being pushed by Vince. Yeah, man. I feel like Braun, he worked good with everybody. He money right now.
But here's another thing. So another guy that just came over back to Raw is going to end up, I feel like, in the same kind of position as Braun, Bobby Lashley. He should be fighting in the Universal title picture as well, and that's why this whole Brock thing is really messing up a big.
I mean,
because if you think about it, you could have been having this whole time. You could have been having Braun, Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns, those three fighting
Joe
out for
got hurt, didn't he?
Yeah, but now that he's back, you could have those guys fighting for the title.
Right.
And now you insert Bobby Lashley. Those are two solid 4 guys.
It's going to shake out because you got Money in the Bank coming out, so it's just like when Money in the Bank come through, I think a lot of people's directions is going to shift a little bit more clearer for.
But if Brock still has the belt,
he
will
gonna retain it.
He gonna win next week. He beating
They
Roman
gonna
again.
sell it to cash in.
and that's the problem. If Brock still has the belt, he's kind of holding people hostage.
He's holding everybody hostage.
Like he's holding his belt hostage, and it's not just affecting like Roman. It's not
That's
just
not
it's
true.
affecting a lot of people.
That's not true.
Yeah.
You could just put some work in like the Miz, and you can make the mid card great again. You don't need the belt.
But I'm talking about those guys that kind of can't be in the mid card,
Yeah.
like a Bobby Lashley, like a Samoa Joe, like a Braun Strowman. Those guys, yeah, they can go toe to toe with those type of wrestlers, but the mid card IC title
real
isn't
young,
that
real-
kind of
real
style.
small. Yeah, it's real fast.
It's
like
that worker title,
Yeah.
So those guys like Bobby Lashley and Samoa Joe and Braun Strowman, they've kind of fall in limbo there. That's why it was good for me to see Samoa Joe go over to SmackDown because he can jump right into that feud with
he
Daniel
already-
Bryan,
he already
AJ
did.
Styles.
Yeah.
I mean, that's perfect.
Yeah, he already did.
So I feel like Brock is kind of holding a lot of people hostage,
Yeah.
and it sucks.
Is it time for him to hang it up?
Hang it up.
Do you really hold on? Do you really think he's gonna win it
Yes.
Friday? Yeah.
Yes. I think because one, Jinder's definitely going to win, but everybody don't need to be switching up belts. They want Jinder to get this big win over there anyway. This is people and all that.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, man. So it's just like that's what all that's about.
Fucking Canada.
He's gonna be a 2-time U.S. champion. He's gonna win in front of his people. Like they're gonna make him look heelish big. You know what I mean? So like that's good, but something's gonna happen in that Brock Roman match. Roman's not gonna win in Saudi Arabia. That is a waste of.
The only thing I could see, because he's not gonna pin Brock. What if he climbs out of the cage?
Who? Brock?
No, Roman.
Roman?
He
Climbs
beats
out
him.
of the
Beats him that way since he can't pin him.
I don't know. Is that the stipulation? Can you get? Well, that's always been like a rule for the cage, right? Get over.
Steel
you
cage.
win.
It's not a Hell in a Cell.
I don't know. We're gonna see. I think it's gonna get ugly in that match. I think they definitely gonna put on something crazy though.
You think they're gonna bleed again?
I think that's kind of mandatory for Brock now.
Well, it wasn't last time. That was Roman bleeding.
Yeah, he opened Roman right up.
Yeah.
Bust that shit open.
So overall, now that I'm done talking about that shit because we're gonna talk about it next week. We're gonna talk
Right.
about the week after that,
Right.
week after that, week after that. We've been talking about it since for the last week before this. We don't need to go any further with that.
Free the belt,
How do you
Brock.
think Raw did overall? They got 19 people. They also got Breezango, Mike Kanellis, and the Ascension. We didn't mention.
I think they're gonna be a little bit more entertaining.
Yeah.
Like I like the Fashion Files.
Oh, I do too.
And I think it's gonna be more premiere on Raw.
They got more.
Not
they got
that it's not.
They got
premiere.
that. They got an extra hour. They can.
Yeah, like it's just more for like you could cram more into Raw. So it's like they kind of needed that. I mean, for sure, SmackDown is getting the better end of the stick talent wise, but Monday Night Raw is the flagship show. So it's kind of like you make that one strong, and Monday Night Raw gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Regardless,
I'll give Raw a B.
I will say this.
I'll give him a B.
We'll touch back on this later in the year, but I think you're going to get a big year from Baron Corbin and Bobby Roode being on Raw.
Yeah.
I think Baron Corbin.
You kind of have to.
Yeah, I think Baron Corbin. I think they're going to figure out how to make him a face. Like that's probably the move for him right now.
Put him against Elias.
Elias, Drew McIntyre.
Elias is over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's stuck over on Raw.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's over there.
He's amazing.
So I'm going to give it a B overall, Raw. What about you?
Give it a B plus.
B plus?
I give it a B plus. It was solid. It wasn't.
I give it a B minus.
I can only give it a B because right off the bat, SmackDown, The Miz and Samoa Joe.
Right.
Right off the bat.
Right. That's a fact.
And right away, Samoa Joe is inserted in as one of the top 2 heels on SmackDown. Him and Nakamura.
I think people who are hurt.
And The Miz, too. Those are the top 3 heels. Nakamura, Samoa Joe, The Miz on SmackDown. And those are awesome.
Who are hurt probably going to show up back on Raw. Like, when Dean Ambrose shows back up on Raw,
yeah,
it's going to be a big thing. You know, so it's like they're going to gain more people.
And they got Authors of Pain. They got No Way Jose.
Yeah,
they just
like,
got
NXT call-ups.
Tag team divisions.
The next NXT call-ups, they're
we'll
probably
get to
not
that
going
later.
to...
We'll get to that later.
The next NXT call-ups, they're not probably going to SmackDown. They're probably going to
No.
Raw. So it's like they still got ability to, like, you know, still put a strong person in a certain slot.
Well, yeah, they got 4 people last week, too. They got Lashley. They got Ember. They got No
Right.
Way Jose. They got Authors of
talent.
Pain. So
Right.
they got more than they
It's
did
going
last
to be
time.
new. It's going to be interesting.
KO, Sammy. Like, come on.
But then again, here's another reason why SmackDown did better. Asuka. Even the next 2 people.
Nah,
Jeff Hardy.
I think SmackDown got the best deal because they got the best feud coming out of all this shit.
Yeah, Asuka and Charlotte.
No, Daniel Bryan, Miz.
Daniel Bryan, Miz.
That's
Asuka,
the best feud that's coming out of all
Asuka,
this
Charlotte.
Shinsuke.
And then you got Samoa Joe that you can
Yeah.
insert wherever. Then you have the next name, Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Like the top 5 people. Like
Yeah.
I'm they're still in the next name.
And I like how Big Cass debut. I hate to say
Yeah.
it. He came back. You know, it was all right.
Oh wait, who else? The Bar.
Yeah, knew that was coming. I thought Sasha was going to come over to SmackDown. I was expecting her to come out versus Asuka coming out.
Who?
I thought Sasha was
Sasha?
going to come through instead of and put her back.
Well, they got Asuka and then they got Absolution. So they picked up the women's. I thought the SmackDown did better in the tag team division for sure, and in the women's division for sure.
I want to touch this.
And
How
they
y'all
kept
gonna feel
Daniel
about?
Bryan.
And they kept Daniel
AJ
Bryan.
and Shinsuke on the same
And they
show.
got Samoa Joe, The Miz. Yeah,
That's not even the biggest pairing on the show. The biggest pairing on the show is the New Day and Paige.
Yeah. okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, why haven't they? I was expecting that last night on SmackDown.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then we get Andrade and Sanity.
Oh yeah.
And Sanity.
Oh yeah.
So again, the tag team division on SmackDown gets better.
And a heavyweight.
That mean
And Killian Dane, yeah.
And
Raw
Dane.
got a spot for Alistair in a few
They didn't bring
months.
up
It's
Nikki
cool.
though. They should have brought Nikki up.
They're gonna eventually.
I hope so.
I feel like they will eventually. Because it adds if right now it's just the 3 of them, for a lot of people that don't watch NXT, when she's eventually done in NXT, she can come up there and just that's a whole new storyline and angle they can add in there.
She'll help them get over on the New Day
Yeah. And then Andrade can go right into that US title picture scene.
from the rip.
And then
Ooh,
again,
Andrade and Jeff Hardy?
yeah.
Sweet one.
Sweet.
That's crazy.
Too sweet. And then again, tag team division gets better. They get the club too. So they got 3.
It depends how you book them.
All right, but theoretically speaking, they kept all top their three top tag teams. They kept the Bludgeon Brothers, they kept the New Day, they kept the Usos. They got the top tag team from Raw, the Bar.
Technically.
They got technically. All right, whatever. Come on. So that's 4 top tag teams. 4 like you would say there are 4 of the top like 6 tag teams right? Then they get the club, and then they get Sanity. That's 6 really good tag teams over there on SmackDown. I hope they actually turn that into something over there.
I don't think they're done swapping and swapping. You know what I mean? Especially with them having, joint pay-per-views coming up. Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns already implanted seeds.
Yeah, they're having that match.
That's a blow-off match,
Seth got to
'cause they're on
come
a
off
different
Raw. AJ got to come off SmackDown. It's a lot of things that got to happen. I think it's going to be some swapping and swapping later, but
Swipping and swapping.
yeah, swipping and swapping. That's how we. Listen, it's
What does that mean? Can you define swipping and swapping?
it mean what it sound like.
Just swip it. Just swip it.
Just swipping and swapping, man.
Swap.
Swip it.
Swip it.
Swap it. Bop it. Twist it. Swip it. Swip it real good.
Saudi Arabia. How y'all excited for this pay-per-view?
This pay-per-view crazy.
Kinda, yeah.
This shit gonna be
It's
crazy.
gonna be kind of lit. I mean,
Every
it's
belt
not-
is on there except the women's title.
They're not doing an NXT show over there, are they?
No.
Alright, that's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be a middle of the afternoon. That's gonna be a good
Yeah,
one.
when I get home from school, I'm gonna watch it.
Right.
It's at like 12 in the afternoon, right?
I don't think any belts is changing on that. On that
I mean,
pay-per-view.
the only one that is for sure is the Raw tag team because there is no champion,
Right.
Which I mean, it's clearly obvious now.
Jeff
that
Hardy's dropping that joint of gender, bro.
You think so?
Something's got to change. Like
Oh,
gender got to get it.
two-time U.S. champion.
It was no point for gender to get it, lose it, and then lose your rematch. That's gonna be.
They probably just wanted to give Jeff his little grand slam real quick.
I mean, it's clearly obvious that Bray and Matt are gonna win now
Eventually, but yeah,
because the bar is on SmackDown. I mean, they kind of showed their hand there. I don't see how the bar can be the Raw tag team champions on SmackDown. That'd be kind of weird.
I was thinking about something last night. You know who had the funniest segment on SmackDown last night? He's not even on SmackDown. R-Truth.
He is now.
Oh, he is on SmackDown?
Yeah.
I thought they said that he wasn't going to be on SmackDown. I thought he said he had the days mixed up.
That was a part of him being retarded. Our truth is hilarious though.
He needs some more time on the mic.
Yeah, he got a lot of talent. There's a lot of people that's in catering that can offer something to the show.
Let
Who
me
we at
ask
next, Chase?
Let me ask you a question. I was thinking about this. In all of wrestling, give me your top wrestling power couple. In light of Cena and Nikki Bella breaking up.
Like actual relationship?
Like actual real life. Like who's your power couple wrestling?
Gotta be H
Couple.
and Stephanie. I mean,
All right, look, besides them. Like current wrestler and wrestler.
Current? I don't care about nobody current. My favorite wrestling couple all time.
I'll throw it back.
I'm going to just keep it 100
He's like,
with
I'm
you.
not gonna answer your fucking
Yeah.
question.
I mean, no offense. I don't give a fuck about nobody current.
All right.
That's the social media. But the best wrestling couple to me all time,
yeah, all time, whatever.
clearly, I mean.
Give me an all time, then give me a current.
All right. Well, my favorite one, my personal favorite one all time is Chris Benoit and Woman. That's just,
Yeah.
they were sweet. Like she was dope on the outside of the ring. Like she was what a heel valet should be. You know, raking the eyes, catch, and she looked good as shit. Taking the ref off, out the match, putting his foot on a rope if needed. Like a lot of shit that they do now with women managers, she was doing that shit back then, and
Yeah.
Woman was definitely that shit.
I'll give that to you.
Yeah, man. And she worked with Shane Douglas and Kevin Sullivan and RP, the great one. But I like Benoit and Woman. That's my favorite
Who you got, Case?
wrestling couple.
You want me to give you all time first?
Yeah.
All time, I gotta go Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth. Then
That's
I'll go all time. I mean, that's the
yeah.
I
I
mean,
respect that.
that's
But they
a-
up there. That's like
yeah.
that's on Tupac.
If we're going
they on Tupac.
yeah,
level. You can't
if we're
count
going old school, I gotta go. They're my top.
That's cool.
How about you, Ace?
Damn, you said Elizabeth. I mean, fuck.
Then we can go current, but you gotta give me all timer.
All time, like all time.
Whatever.
I like the Triple H and China. I like how they were an item. That's how I came up in that era. So I remember
I'll give you that.
She was picking motherfuckers up and doing whatever. Like I never seen a woman like pick up a man.
I'm
like
going.
that
I'm
before.
going X-Pac in China. That's my power couple. All time power couple. X-Pac in China.
I stepped right into that one.
My current, I'm lying. I do have a current couple.
on.
It's definitely CM Punk and AJ.
Yeah?
That's my
Okay,
current couple.
I'll give you that.
I definitely. Come on, CM Punk. If you hear me. AJ, if you hear me. Everybody at AJ, everybody at CM Punk. Let them know that I'm begging. Come back, please.
Well, you.
Just sit front row for us. You don't even got to come back. Just sit front row, camera side.
I got
Let's just look at you the whole time.
I got one.
Current. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with Johnny Wrestling and Candice LeRae.
Yeah.
I mean, Johnny's killing it. He's been killing it in NXT for like 3 years now.
Put his girl on.
His girl's getting there now. She just had a good match we just watched with Zelina Vega on NXT. I'm gonna have to go with them. They're owning NXT right now.
I can go to Miz and Maurice.
There you go.
I can also go Cody and Brandy.
Yeah, that's a really good pick. That's
Yeah.
a strong pick.
Yeah, if we talking that, yeah.
I mean, if you think about outside WWE, who's better than them?
Outside WWE. Okay, I was gonna say inside WWE.
Kota Ibushi and Kenny.
And Kenny, yeah. Kota and Kenny, yeah, power couple.
The biggest winner right now in the whole wide world, and I think we all going to be agreed. Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt is
Yeah,
definitely
fuck
the
your
biggest
family,
winner.
Bray. Yeah. Fuck
Bray
your
Wyatt is
family and
definitely
fuck
the
with
biggest winner.
JoJo.
Shoot your shot, Bray. You shot it.
No,
He
Bray out of
switched.
pocket.
Just
I'm
know.
just
Switch.
he out of pocket.
Just know,
Good.
if I see JoJo, I'm on her head.
I'm coming for her.
Yeah, bring it to the cave. She can sit on my lap.
Bring it to the cave.
Facts.
She can share this mic.
Hey.
Who are some other ones we had?
Paige and
Oh, Paige and everybody.
everyone.
Paige in the whole locker room.
Oh,
Paige
man.
and Brad, Paige and Xavier,
Yo,
Paige and
I
Alberto.
bet dudes in the locker room was like, "Damn, I hope my video don't come out."
Yeah, right? Paige in the WWE title.
Yo, I love Paige.
Paige in the
I
NXT
would
title.
I still cuff Paige, just so y'all know. I'll still cuff Paige. But
Get the fuck out of here.
damn, Paige,
Damn.
you the youngest on the roster getting treated like that. That's
Damn.
crazy.
That is hilarious.
Daniel Bryan and Brie.
I don't fuck with Brie like that.
I don't either, but you got to throw them in there.
Gotta throw them.
I mean, listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm taking Brie over Nikki all day, just because she just
Edge.
a little bit.
Edge
realer.
and Beth Phoenix.
Edge and Lita.
Yeah, Matt and Lita. Matt and Rebby.
Matt and Rebby. Ooh,
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I mean, she's really done a lot for him as far as like marketing wise,
Yeah.
and setting up a lot of stuff for him.
Here's a
And
throwback.
if it's true, she has a lot to do with that character as well.
DDP and Kimberly.
Oh,
I don't think Ace know about that. He don't know.
I don't think
about
they're not together anymore.
not
though.
anymore. But that's a throwback. They was definitely.
I
a
love
sweet one.
DDP, man. Self high five.
Damn.
Do you know on the network they don't play that song? Nirvana's song.
No, they don't. Just like they don't play. Just like they don't play the Sandman
Yeah.
when he came out for One Night Stand.
That's fire.
That was awesome though.
Yeah, One Night
If
Stand.
you got the
is probably
original
best-
DVD.
No, that's the second best ECW
Yeah.
review all time.
Who was the? Oh wait, who was the ECW couple?
Franchise and Francine,
Francine.
and Shane Douglas.
Yeah.
Power couple. That was a
Yup.
power couple in wrestling.
Goldust and
Terry Reynolds.
Terry Reynolds.
How about this?
Cat and Jerry Lawler.
He quit his job for her. That was real love.
Sable and Brock.
Sable and Brock.
Sable and Mark Merrow.
Ooh, yeah, but
Sexual
Sable
chocolate
and Brock
and,
and Mae Young. That's a good one. That is a good
I'm on
one.
fire tonight. Hot. I'm hot.
That is a good one.
Oh man.
Fucking
There
no.
was a
They had
lot of them.
They had a hand, bro.
They did. They did. That should have been Braun's tag team partner.
These hands.
He should have been Braun's tag team partner at WrestleMania. That would have been hilarious.
Hall of Famer Mark
Especially
Henry.
because Mark Henry just went into the Hall of Fame. That would have been awesome.
Oh man.
Bring it full circle.
Oh my god.
Mark's son is now a tag team champion.
Oh my god, bro.
How funny would that have been?
Did we name everybody?
Kane and Tori.
Kane and Tori.
Ooh.
X-Pac and Tori.
X-Pac and Tori,
Oh,
yeah.
that was fire.
X-Pac got around too. Ooh.
Yeah.
Deborah and Stone Cold.
Oh yeah.
Steve McMichael and Deborah.
Yeah. We had a lot of them, man.
Eddie
Jeff Jarrett was
and China.
never dating her.
Jeff
on
Jarrett
TV,
and
was
Karen
he?
Angle.
Eddie in China.
Eddie definitely hit that.
Jericho and Stephanie and Stephanie and Angle.
Yo, I think on mic, I think Jericho's best shit came from where he disrespects Stephanie, yo.
Oh yeah. Bottom
And we are not women bashing today.
Bottom feeding
we
trash
we're
bag
just shedding
hoe.
light on the women's revolution.
They call it
past
like
and
the
present.
bottom feeding trash bag hoe or something like
Oh
that.
my god, he used to get her to business.
Honestly, if you like think about it,
Hold on.
Stephanie is one of the top heels in the history of
Facts.
Monday Night Raw.
She's
She
top
is,
5.
she is.
And that's
Yeah.
behind her dad in the top 5 also.
She's been doing it for like 20 years, man.
Yeah.
She's been on
Shane
TV
McMahon
being
is not
a
a
heel.
top 5 heel.
No, he is not. He sucks.
No. Shane hasn't accomplished career for.
Oh, he does, but that doesn't mean he's good. Like a good character.
He got a classic resume.
Oh, his resume is great, but
All
as a
famous.
character, a lot of the time, like his best shit, I just loved when he was with the Mean Street Posse. That was for always my
Facts.
favorite Shane.
Peak ass.
Peak Ass, Rodney, and who's the other
Joey
one?
Abs.
Joey Abs. That was it.
Yo, that match versus Tess. Oh yeah, Stephanie Tess.
Go. All right, you want to rank? Want to go for another one? Since we just talked about the Mean Street Posse, who's like the worst factions?
Hold on.
Worst factions ever.
Do you know who the Mean Street Posse is? Okay.
Yes, he just
Listen,
brought up the name Tony.
We are just
Abs.
writing down history lessons for Ace. Ace is going to go back and he is going to check
The
out
80s,
shit
the
that
80s,
we
the
are
80s.
not talking about.
I know the 90s. 80s.
All right. As long as we got the Mean
Who
Street
next?
Posse.
The worst.
Tess versus Shane is a great fucking match. I need to go back.
The
and watch
worst
that.
faction.
The worst faction.
If we're talking about
What was
Mean
it?
Street Posse,
What was it? BWO. What was that?
No,
Blue World Order.
Yeah.
I do not agree to that.
The Oddities.
It was
Took it right out of my mouth. Pause.
It was trash.
The Oddities. Hold up. They had a good push though with the Insane Clown Posse at first, but it was just like
Yeah,
retarded
but that was
guys.
just like
what the
it was
fuck is
so
going
awkward
on?
to watch. Like they were all like
Jurgen
they were
talking
all
about-
like as big as fucking the Great Khali, and and they spoke English not as well as the Great Khali, which was bad. I'd have to throw them up there with that.
I got one for you.
Okay, give me one.
West Texas Rednecks.
Okay,
How about
okay.
that? Kurt Hennig,
Yup.
Barry Windrum,
Windham.
another Windrum, and,
Windham.
and Hogan cousin. It was Hogan's cousin, right? Horace Hogan. That might be it though.
Horace Hogan.
That might be it. That might be it.
Hogan.
Horrible faction.
That's a good one.
Right next to the No Limit Posse.
I'll give you an underrated faction, the League of Nations.
I agree.
They were underrated.
I
bro.
agree.
It was Sheamus, Rusev,
Underrated? I don't know.
Alberto, and Wade, right?
Look,
Kinda
when
trash.
Wade left, they should have brought in.
But I'm saying they're underrated because they could have done so much more with
They
that.
should have brought in Gender when Wade left.
Yeah, they
to
could have
keep
done
it
so
that
much
big.
more with that because all those guys were good heels and they got so much heat.
Or Cesaro. You could have brought in anybody. Any foreigner could have came into that group. It would have made sense.
I would have been okay with it.
I think.
You said worst factions. I'm trying to think of another bad faction.
There was a lot of them over the years, man. A lot of them that did not get over it.
So I have two factions that are kind of the same faction, swapping out one person. I want to know how you feel about it. Do you remember the Revolution in WCW? It was Shane Douglas, Perry Saturn, who was it? Dean Malenko and Chris Benoit, if I'm correct.
yeah,
Right before they
not
jumped.
the Radicals.
No, but then they jumped and they added Eddie Guerrero and took out Shane Douglas
Yeah,
to the Radicals. Which one did
the
you
Radicals
like?
were awesome.
Radicals was definitely.
They were definitely.
They
were
got buried
definitely
like
awesome.
shit though. They never really got.
They were basically
They had a
like
chance. To do
They took
something
the
crazy.
first L for WCW, like it or not. I just want everybody to know that.
Dude.
They debut was dope.
Facts.
they were pretty much like the wrestling faction
Facts.
of WWE at that time. They were pretty much all the
That was the
top
first puzzle to
wrestlers
WCW
that came
losing.
over. Yeah, they were the top wrestlers from WCW's cruiserweight division at that time, and they all came over together.
And mid card.
Exactly, that was it. It took
Benoit
away.
and Malenko. Well, Malenko was jumping back and forth, touching all the mid card belts.
Yeah, that's true. Didn't they? Wait, who were the Un-Americans? Weren't they like? Wasn't
Lance
that
Storm
Test and
yeah,
Christian?
definitely.
and
And Lance
Christian?
Storm?
Definitely
I think
worse.
so.
the Un-American.
Definitely worse.
They weren't bad, but they were like almost with the Un-American thing. They was like a mock of the Heart Foundation that didn't work.
Yeah,
I seen a sweet.
dude. I'm gonna say something that might be controversial right now.
We love controversy. Fuck it. Drop that shit.
This faction could fall on both best and worst.
Let's get it.
Because at the beginning it was one of the best, and towards the end it was one of the worst. The New World Order. How do you feel about that? To me, it falls in both categories. Because by the end of that shit, they were just booking for each other and just
All right,
they
so-
ruined
so
WCW.
This is how we. This
Like,
is
you know
how
what I
we-
mean?
This
They
is
were
how
just
we.
like,
This is how
yo,
we
go
rate
do
the
a
New
run
World
in.
Order.
Go do it.
This is how we rate the New World Order. We're going to rate the New World Order like this. When it comes down to the New World Order versus DX, you got to ride DX because it was never too big with DX, group wise. You know what I mean? Like, they maxed out with like 6 dudes when Shawn Michaels showed up. You know, so that's that. The NWO will always be no lower than the second greatest faction or third, depending on where you want to rank the Horsemen, all time. Just off the impact that they had alone. Like, the Bullet Club, like it or not, you're going to have to count them as one of the greatest factions, even if it's
Oh,
never
yeah.
in WWE.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But what they've done for wrestling, period. You know, and this is their era. Like, it might not matter now, but in 10 years from now, we look back, we're going to see how, you know, the Bullet Club actually changed the game for how independent wrestlers work and how they book themselves. Pretty much the Buck showed you, dog, just brand yourself, push yourself, sign your own contract, and do your own thing. You build your own from that.
That's why they're
from
the
that.
best. That's
Yeah,
why they're the
man,
best.
and that's why I'm not mad at the New Japan dude. You know, the guy that they count as New Japan dudes. Like, they opened up the lanes for guys who couldn't really get on in WWE. Nobody had a contingency plan for when WCW got bought out. You know what I mean? It was like Vince's whole mindset was, all right, I got rid of the competition. It's no more war. I'm back to moving at my own pace. You know what I mean? It's not, I got to do better than the next person. He got rid of everything. NWA, WCW, ECW, USWA. He owned all that shit and all your books. You know what I mean? Get that shit out of here. But what he don't own is what's going on the independent scene, what's going on in New Japan. And New Japan is a top organization. I don't want to discredit them ever. You know what I mean? It's like they've been around for a long time. You know what I
When
mean?
people are like the Indies and they refer to New Japan. New Japan ain't the Indies. They're big.
That's where the guys on the indies go for the big time. You know what I mean? Like, outside of the country, they are the biggest. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. That's from what I know.
Absolutely.
You know, outside of the United States.
And
You know,
all these guys from the Indies are running WWE now. You know what I'm saying? Look at Seth. Look at fucking AJ. All these dudes, other than like a Roman Reigns, you know what I'm saying? Or Brock Lesnar that got his shit. You know what I mean?
I think we look at it different because guys like Hulk Hogan, they wasn't superstars when they was 20, 21, 22. They wasn't superstars till they was mid-30s, early 40s. You know what I mean? And it's just like, we see these guys' whole career because we older. We see this shit now. You know what I mean? It's like kids that's first and second graders, they not going to see Ricochet how we see Ricochet. You know, we see him, he 32. I'm fucking 30. That's somebody my age. You know, but being a kid, you looking at it as like, damn, he in, you know, NXT. They ain't going to know what we talking about when, when we were talking about his time in Ring of Honor or when he was here or where he was there and shit. Like, it's just because of our age and shit. You know what I mean?
They're just going to know NXT. If that, they might just know when he gets on the main roster at this point.
You know, but for faction wise, you can't. I ain't never gonna be able to discredit the Bullet Club. Like, they're over a lot of factions who are on main rosters. You know, because of what they're not over the NWO.
Let me ask you a question then. Why do you think I brought this up before on this show a lot? Why do you think WWE recently doesn't like to do factions as much? I know in NXT,
Honestly,
I know in NXT they are, but that's Triple H.
Honestly, I think it's because
Why do you think Vince has gone away from it?
they still trying to get people over as an individual. I mean, I think they forget about the key of what a faction does.
It puts
and
over
how it builds
more,
people.
It can put over 4 guys all at once.
You know what I mean?
In
But
one
it's like,
spot.
they haven't really had a consistent roster for a while. Like, they stars have been like either leaving contract. Everybody hasn't been on the same time contract wise for a while. Like, you can just like build a core around these 6 guys on your main roster. It's not even that. I mean, it's kind of that now. You know, when you solidify like,
Yeah, but when you have guys like, because when you think about a stable or like a faction, they have the big guys, but they also have like low card guys. Like, so you have guys sitting around not doing anything on a regular basis, like Ty Dillinger.
Yeah.
You can't throw him in a stable with like Bobby Roode or somebody.
I honestly think I just think
And then you build him as a star by his association with Bobby Roode.
I think WWE just on a reset. I think that's all coming. Like, as we're seeing it now. Like, they're just shifting pieces. I think the faction things are coming because they're keeping people close to people on shows. You know what I mean? So you can see that it's going to make people touch.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I got really excited on Raw when I saw The Miz, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and The Miz Taraj all together because I was like, this is a faction I didn't know that I needed, but I want it now. And then The Miz goes to SmackDown. I was like, damn it! I was like, I really would have liked all of them together. So, what does Miz Taraj do now?
Tag team.
But do they stay The Miz Taraj?
Team Jobber.
Were they gonna have to change their name?
They should have went with
For
him.
now, until
Why didn't they go with him? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. They
They'll
must
probably
have
show
bigger
up with
plans. They
him.
must
They'll
have
probably
bigger
show up with
plans.
No plans.
I would put him with Ziggler and Drew McIntyre.
I could go for one more person with them. Maybe 2. That's a good way to build a faction, though. Like,
Right?
Yeah.
They got to latch on to something because they're not going to make it by themselves. They know it.
that's true. You could add American Alpha to them, and I'll go with it.
I think they're keeping them separate.
I think
American
they're
Alpha
going
when they
back
come back
together.
You do? Why?
I just feel like it's a reset for Jordan also because his run wasn't necessarily
Fucking sucked.
really received. I started to like his run. but
His
it's
run
just
was
like-
really well. I thought his run was really good.
I thought it was too, but I'm just saying like it just didn't seem like it was well received. Like I could see him probably.
Well, no
taking
shit.
envy.
He was doing what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to get that heel heat, and he got it.
Yeah, but I
And
guess
then in the ring, and then when you put him in the ring, remember he had a couple matches. He went against Roman Reigns,
just not
and
a
he had
heel.
really good stuff in there, man. He was putting on really good matches, which
Grow
we
a
know he can
mustache
do.
or something.
What?
You gotta grow a mustache or something. Just not a heel.
No,
with
he's
them
a white
booty
collar, like nerdy, like with the like they were doing, like Daddy's Boy, which was good.
But I think they're going away from that, and I think it's a possibility that they'll
I
be a tag
want
team.
I want Chad Gable by himself.
I
man.
do too, but just look at the landscape. There's no tag team. Like who they really have in the tag team division?
It's gonna fill out. I mean,
Can't say you don't give a fuck.
the fact that they got vacant
give a
titles,
fuck.
the fact that they got vacant titles mean that they're focused on something. So it's just like you gotta let something develop. Matt Hardy and Bray definitely about to get the belts. They're gonna beat the Bar because the Bar's on SmackDown. Then out of that, they're gonna have to put up another number one contender. So
Exactly. And who's it gonna
it's,
be right now?
it's gonna
Well,
come.
look, this is what they got. Ready? So they got this is the Raw Tag Team division now. Broken Matt and Bray, Authors of Pain, Revival. So that's it right there. Those two.
That's not the division.
Because then they got Fashion Police, Titus Worldwide,
I like
The
Titus
Miz-
Worldwide though.
The Miz Taraj,
Apollo Crews is
Slater
tough.
and Rhino, The Ascension. That is not a tag team division.
It's not.
No, but
That's three tag teams. Because honestly, maybe two. Because how long is Bray and Matt gonna
Not
stay
long.
together?
Not long.
So you got Authors of Pain and the Revival behind that. You better have a backup plan. You better hope Drew.
they might have to slide the
Drew
Usos.
and-
They might have
Drew
to
and
slide
Dolph.
the Usos over. Like something got to come. They got
Well, no, you heard that tag team, right? And then you go over to SmackDown, listen to this tag team division. Bludgeon Brothers, New Day, The Bar, The Usos, Sanity, The Club. Like, that's six tag
God.
teams.
They gotta
Like,
get some people out the way. It's got to come over. I don't think the shakeup is done. Like it's going to be more to the shakeup.
It's only 2 night shakeups, bro.
Dog. They gonna
What
be
else?
putting
What
Blaze
else
in.
do you see? What else do you see? Here's the only thing I see. They are going to put Sammy and Kevin in a tag team division, and they're going to put Dolph and Drew because that's the only thing I see. Because otherwise, that tag team division is weak on Raw.
But
Really,
that
really
works.
weak.
That tag team
If.
division
That's
is
a
also
big
going to
if.
produce single storylines out of it also. So it's like you don't got to make it as solid as long as you got something rotating with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The fact that you got Matt and Bray who aren't a real tag team but a put together tag team, that means the division is going to change. They're going to have a lot of options for how they do stuff. You know what I mean? They're going to have to get a couple wins before they break that up.
Give me Chad Gable and Bobby Lashley together.
Shit.
Give me that.
Hey, it can happen.
It won't, but it could. But it won't.
WWE.
Because even if you look through, like, I don't know. I feel like SmackDown won, though. Like, they really won in the Superstar Shakeup, in my opinion. I mean, it's all because Brock's going to hold, like, that title, and then that takes Roman, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Braun.
Brock
Bobby.
definitely has the belt to Money in the Bank. That's
Yeah.
for sure in my mind.
I don't know.
That's for sure in my mind. But
You got Bobby taking the belt off of you?
Brock got to fight to lose the belt. He
At
not
this point,
fighting on
at
Raw.
this point, I don't.
He not
At this
fighting
point, I don't
on
even
Raw.
care. I just want it back.
He not fighting on Raw. You know what I mean? So,
don't care.
What the fuck? He definitely gonna hold the belt till Money in the Bank. Like maybe he might really be holding that joint hostage behind the scenes. We don't know who gonna do something to him. Vince don't want to come on TV and have to say, "I'm making a new belt." Like, why? Why you making a new belt, Vince? Because Brock won't give you your shit back. Like, for real, think about it. Who gonna make? Taker too old to be checking niggas in the background. Yeah, man, it's not going down like that. This Brock locker room, bro. Like, who really wanted with it? Roman can't really see Brock for like. They don't want them lawsuits if they have to jump him. That's the only options. But once he get out in front of the crowd, you can't make him drop that belt, dog. Like, you can't Bret Hart his situation. I ain't sticking around for that. Like, I'm gonna be out of here fast.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar on your ass after a match for double crossing me. Not this Montreal screw job. Roman don't even want that ass whooping for afterwards. Like, if you embarrass him like that, Brock is gonna beat the living shit out of you.
He did fuck him
That
up.
joint really might be hostage, yo.
He really looked fucked up. He looked fucked up, bro.
He probably
real.
told Vince.
He been coming out with
He
sweats.
probably told Vince, I'm retired.
Coming out
in
with
5
sweats
years.
ever since, bro.
He won Bruno
And the
record.
tape.
He won Bruno record with the belt.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Bruno, man.
So, yo, since the greatest Royal Rumble is coming up, I want to play a game with you two. I'm going to ask you some Royal Rumble questions real fast.
Ooh.
There's 5 questions. 5 questions. You ready?
Let's get it.
And then we can talk about whatever the winner wants to talk about.
Talk about
All right.
420.
So
Friday.
only twice has an entrant won that wasn't previously announced. Who were they? Just give me one and you win.
You said what happened?
So only twice has an entrant won that wasn't previously announced.
John Cena,
You got it.
Edge.
Yup. Boom. Boom! 2 points over here.
Holla at me, player.
We'll go points because there's a lot
Holla
of...
at me, player.
All right. So he's up 2-0, Ace. You ready? Since 2008, only 2 winners have went on to win the title at Mania. Name them.
To go
Triple
on
H.
and win
Since
the
2008, only 2 winners have
Mania.
went on to win the title
John
at
Cena?
Mania. Bam. You got a point. 2-1.
title. Edge.
And who's the other one?
Edge.
No.
Randy Orton.
No.
Hold on. You said since 2008.
Yup.
Jericho.
No.
You guessing. Stop guessing. Think about it.
You guys got 30 seconds, and then I'm going to give it.
You said 2008.
I might be
Winning that
stumped.
Mania. Winning that Mania?
To
2008.
win it at Mania?
Yeah. Because if you think about it,
It's probably so simple. Is it Batista?
you give up.
Stone Cold.
Damn. No, Stone Cold's retired, bro.
2008.
Oh,
Eight.
8.
8. Who won 2008? Cena won 2008,
We
right?
got that one already.
Right. That was 2008.
You ready?
Right?
What was it?
Sheamus.
Sheamus.
Oh.
Sheamus.
That wasn't my. I wasn't
Sheamus.
watching that show.
All right. So here's another
1
one.
and 2.
He didn't even get the main event.
Here's another question. Only 6 people have won the Royal Rumble multiple times.
Triple H. Stone Cold.
Hold on. Oh,
All right. He takes the lead 3-2.
Triple H, Stone Cold.
Yep.
Shawn
You said-
Michaels.
You
Yep.
said 1 and 3 times?
Rock.
3-3.
No, Rock didn't win it twice. He won it once.
Roman Reigns? Oh, you won it 3 times? 3 times?
Damn, who won 2 Royal Rumbles? That's
We got Triple H, Stone Cold, and the Heartbreak Kid. We got 3 more.
I feel
It's
embarrassed.
tied 3-3 right
I've been
now.
smoking all day. Pardon me.
What's the question again?
Only
Is
6 men have won the Royal Rumble multiple times. Name them. We already have Triple H, Stone Cold,
Hulk
and
Hogan?
yup. You just took the lead 4-3.
How many more is it?
There's 2 more.
2 more?
Undertaker?
Nope. Come on.
I'm about to get it. Hold on. I'm
So
going
I
through
won
it
3
right
times.
now. Damn. Do, 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 do,
3
do,
times.
do,
What's the
do.
score? 3-4?
4-3. Rodney.
Damn it. John Cena.
Yep.
I said him already.
No, you didn't.
I did
No,
say
you
Cena.
No, you did not.
No,
you
you
said
did
him for
not.
another question.
No, you did not.
What?
I've been listening.
Run
keeping
it
score.
back and let me know if
That's why I
I'm
said
wrong.
Cena.
No, you didn't.
All right.
You didn't say
5-3. Rodney. We got one more.
Is one more out there? I'm trying to think. Let me think one more time.
Edge.
30 seconds.
Batista.
Yep. Bam.
Damn.
6-3. Rodney takes the lead.
Damn. That's how you
All right,
come
here-
on a motherfucker.
No, you didn't.
I didn't fight for
It was only
No.
All right, go ahead.
Let's get it.
I'm keeping the score here. I trust me.
Don't worry. He's
You're
going to
getting your ass
anyway.
kicked.
He's going to lose anyway.
It's
All right.
cool. It's a ground.
I'm going to answer the next
So
one.
only
for him.
3 men have eliminated 10 or more superstars in one Rumble.
Kane, Roman Reigns,
He don't know the last one. It's Diesel. No. Kane, Roman Reigns.
Big Show,
CM Punk.
Taker.
It's close. It's 6-5 now. If you get this, you tie it up.
Hold on. Are you saying in one
In one Rumble.
Rumble? All right.
Yes.
Great Khali.
You said Kane,
Kane and Reigns, he said.
Roman Reigns,
Said Big Show.
Steve Austin.
Yes. 7-5.
98.
So just for the fun of it, we're going to give this one 3 points. So if he gets it, he wins. If you get it, you win.
Who's that? Who's the last one? What's the
It
question?
was Stone Cold Steve Austin was the answer to the last one. Okay. So who is the only man to win the Rumble while being a current champion at the time? He was champion in the Rumble and he won.
Like being a champion.
He was the champion and won the Rumble.
Ric Flair. Roman Reigns.
Who came into the fucking Ric Flair? Did you say Ric Flair?
I did say Ric Flair.
The World Champion won that Royal Rumble. I don't know. Hold up.
Damn. This is a
Who
hard
defended
question.
the fucking belt at the Royal Rumble?
I don't know. You guys got to
I'm
figure it
trying
out.
to think. It's not Triple H. Is how many times was the belt defended at the Rumble? Not the Rock.
Doesn't mean it was defended at the Rumble. It just means that
He
You said what was the question?
he was the WWE.
Oh, Brock.
He was in the Rumble, but he was the champion at the time. He's the only person,
Vince McMahon.
and he won it.
Vince McMahon.
Stone Cold.
Hold up.
That's a hard ass question.
Let me just do this real quick. Triple H, CM Punk, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle. Who the fuck else could have done that shit?
Edge.
This is horrible, man.
Do you want me to give you a year?
Hulk Hogan.
Bam. There you go.
Yo, hold on.
1990.
You wasn't around. You wasn't
1990.
around for this, but I had to let you know something. Fuck Hulk Hogan. That's
I know.
why I wasn't thinking about him.
I
My
know.
bad. It should have not took me that long. It's
I
fuck
made
Hulk
those
Hogan.
questions a long
That is
time
why-
ago. All right, so you
Let's do
won.
Another round.
Another round? I'll give you another round of
Another
different
round, another
different
round.
questions.
Come on.
All right, so Rodney takes that round.
All right. If I lost, if I lose, the fucking podcast's over.
Podcast is over?
If I lose, I put the fucking podcast on the line. If I lose, the podcast is over. If he wins,
Then what?
well, I mean, if I win, yeah, whatever. Fucking, I don't know. I'm hot.
Ace is just gonna lose right now. He's enjoying his ass kicking. Let's go, Casey. What you got for me? Shout out to everybody just cruising
Yo, shout out
along, listening to Wrestle Cave
to us.
podcast.
Yes, there's a lot of smoke in the
Currently
air.
10:24 on our time in the world.
Well, no, Rodney. First
question. Give me something.
first thing you get to, since you won, you get to talk about whatever you want to talk about for that round.
My 20 seconds of fame, real quick. Let's talk about this. Dear WWE, I just want you to let Sasha Banks turn heel and do the shit right. I'm ready for the Boss Nation to stand up proud. We haven't gotten this in about 3 years now. It is time. Thank you.
Which superstar's entrance contains the lyrics, "They broke the mold when they made me"?
Oh, shit.
Legacy.
Legacy? I can give you 4 people if you want.
They broke them. I'm not going to get this one.
All right, just give us the 4 answers.
Shawn Michaels, Dolph Ziggler, Billy Gunn, Mr. Perfect.
Billy Gunn.
Mr. Perfect.
Mr. Perfect didn't have any lyrics in his theme
Dolph
music.
Ziggler. We were looking for
Time out.
Dolph
Time out. Ace got to take 2 L's on that.
Ziggler.
He said Mr. Perfect, and Mr. Perfect doesn't have any lyrics in his music. Ace.
Question number 2. Which of the following championships has John Cena never held? Intercontinental, U.S., Tag Team, World Tag Team.
World Tag Team. Whatever belt that is. That's the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
Yeah, right.
Gotta be. That the answer?
IC title?
Correct.
You're right. He
Intercontinental.
beat the Big Show for the U.S. title.
Championship.
Oh, shit.
He's like 6-time U.S.
That's-
champion or some shit, right?
Rapid fire. You ready? Edge and Christian's famous 5-second poses were for the benefit of those with.
Flash photography.
Bam.
Ooh, Ace got a bucket.
We got 2 for Ace.
Ace got a bucket.
True or false? At 25 years, 1 month, 13 days old, Yokozuna became the youngest WWE heavyweight champion.
True.
False.
False is correct.
He was
Brock
24.
Lesnar is the correct answer.
Well, first,
Cooking his-
I thought you was talking about when Yokozuna became
You lost.
the youngest. Time out. That's not a fair question. Because Yokozuna became champion in like 93.
How is it not a fair question? He's 25 years
Say the
old.
question again.
Fucking
Say the
sore
question
loser.
again. Say the
At
question again.
25 years, 1 month, and 13 days old, Yokozuna
Okay.
became the. What does 1990 have anything to do with anything?
I thought
Brock
he was 25.
Lesnar is the
I
answer.
thought he was 20. I didn't realize. Brock,
Said 25.
3-1.
25.
I thought Brock Lesnar was like 23 or 24 when he won the
Which?
belt. Yo, fuck Brock Lesnar. He don't count in my world neither. He don't
Oh, I
win
can't
the belt.
ask that question anymore. Okay. Which superstar
3-1.
was the first to hold the Divas Championship in 2008?
AJ Lee. Beth Phoenix, excuse me.
Ace.
I want to say,
You was tired of
fucking, what's her name?
Trish.
Brie Bella?
Mickey.
No.
I,
We were looking for Michelle McCool.
Yeah. Fuck. All right.
So Ace is still up 3-1.
Mrs. Taker.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck that.
Which superstar did Shawn Michaels not partner with to capture the WWE World Tag Team Championships? Is it Diesel? Is it Marty Jannetty? Is it Triple H? Or is it John Cena?
John Cena. No!
Triple H.
Say it again? No. He was tag champions with Diesel.
Was it Diesel? Was it John Cena? Was it Marty Jannetty? Or was it Triple H?
He was tag champions with all four. Facts. John Cena and Shawn Michaels were tag team
Jannetty.
champions.
Jannetty?
Marty Jannetty is the correct answer.
Yeah, he didn't want to give it back when he.
You are getting your ass kicked right now.
The
4-1.
Rockers did not beat the Hart Foundation when the rope broke on that
4-1.
match.
4-1.
Oh my God, you're so
my
right.
realm.
At
Rockers-
WrestleMania
the Rockers
20,
did not win the tag
Goldberg
titles.
defeated Brock Lesnar. With who as the special guest referee?
Stone Cold.
Austin.
He just got it out before you. So
Oh, that's-
4-2.
That's fucked up.
4-2. I'm keeping it real.
Damn.
4-2.
We should both get a point.
Which superstar said the following? I am not the biggest. I am not the strongest. But I am damn sure the toughest. Is it Dolph
Rey Mysterio
Ziggler?
Jr.
Dolph Ziggler, Rey Mysterio, Jamie Noble, or Daniel Bryan?
Daniel Bryan.
Bam. 5-2. Daniel Bryan.
I heard that shit as soon as you said it.
Let's go on record. And
True
say,
or false?
let's go on record and say Ace is winning right now. 5-2. Game go to 7.
True or false? Chris
about
Jericho holds the record for longest Intercontinental title reign at 454
False.
days. False is
Honky
correct.
Talk Man owns the
Boom.
record.
I'll give you 2 points.
What? Holla at a player when you
Not
see
only,
him on the street.
not only did he say false, but he gave me the longest reigning.
And I couldn't get a
The
point.
Honky Tonk Man.
Who?
He
Honky
named
Tonk
them
Man.
both.
Yeah, you wanna
So we
do
gonna go.
double bubble.
It's 5-4 now.
Let's
That's
go,
some
Ace.
bullshit.
Game go to 7. I'm on your ass, player.
That's some bullshit.
Oh, do you feel it?
Pause.
Oh, baby, are you ready for it?
Hey.
Which of the following superstars is not billed as being from parts unknown? Is not. Is it the Berserker? Is it the Giant Gonzalez? Is it the Boogeyman? Or is it Kane?
Kane.
Boogeyman is correct.
Yes.
Answer that.
6-4.
Yeah.
Boogeyman's from under the ring. We know.
My game.
Of the following superstars, who is not a former NXT champion?
It's easy. Easy
Big
win.
E, Neville, Tyler Breeze.
Tyler
Breeze.
Breeze. Give it to me. You know I said it. You know I said it.
Man.
You know I said it.
6-5.
Let's get it.
That was easy.
I'm trying to look for
He wanted Ace to win.
Nah.
He wanted Mr.
Give me
Ace
2 fucking points.
to win.
All right. What was the result of the first ever WrestleMania match in 1985? Was it A, Andre the Giant beat
I know the
Big
answer.
John Studd? What was the answer then? You know the answer?
Keep going. Keep going.
Was it King Kong Bundy beat Special Delivery? Was it Tito Santana beating the Executioner? Or was it the Junkyard Dog beating Greg the Hammer
Andre the
Valentine?
Giant.
Rodney.
Junkyard Dog.
What was
Oh, no. Do another one
something?
because it's only 2, but it's not that one. I know which one.
Tito
it is.
Santana is the
Nah,
correct.
do
They
one.
another
just put that on TV the other day too. I knew that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the wrong answer for me.
Damn.
Which superstar won the inaugural Money in the Bank ladder match?
Edge.
Correct again.
Let's go. Game point, baby. Let's go.
6-6.
Let's go. Ace is
I
not
gotta get a
beating me
good
out here in
one.
these
I gotta get a
streets,
good
alright?
one here. Let me see.
We are not going down to Ace
Hold on.
Porter and
Let me
Wrestle King.
see.
This game fire.
Okay. Which superstar did Stone Cold defeat in the 1996 King of the Ring tournament before?
Jake the Snake Roberts. Holla at
Boom.
me when you see me on the street.
Boom.
You get me? And that is the night of Austin 316. Just for
right.
the 2 points that he didn't give me, I got another 2 points for you. And if you want to know who interviewed him, it was Doc Hendricks with the purple bow tie. Give it to me all, baby.
There we go.
Give it to me all. After Jake Roberts came back from stitches in his mouth. Ace, go check out the
There we go.
1996 King of the Ring. You'll appreciate the King of
seen
Bring
it.
back King of the Ring tournaments.
I've been
seen
saying it for years.
We need it. King of the Ring tournament should be an automatic #1 title shot for whatever brand you
fucked
want.
it up with Booker T.
Yep.
No, they fucked it up.
They fucked up
This
with
is
Wade
all right.
Barrett. They fucked up with Sheamus. They fucked up with everybody, bro. They fucked it up with everybody.
You know,
bro.
no. You know who was the first worst King of the Ring? Ken Shamrock.
Oh, I guess
He didn't wear the crown.
he didn't. He was too cool for that. He was too cool for that.
Get out of my way! Fuck you. Get out of my way, bitch.
So, Rodney won
It's all right.
2-0. He won 2 rounds.
I was
wanna be
going
done?
in on it.
Even when
I was
even
up the
when
whole game. It's cool.
Even Ace can't close the show.
What you mean? You can close the show.
You want to do winner take all?
Winner take
Wait,
all.
we're gonna take off. Last round. Fuck that. I'm
Game go to
Johnny.
3.
I'm Johnny in
Three
real
good
life.
ones. Three
I'm
good
Johnny
ones.
in real life.
He can't get the 3 count on this.
Me.
He can't, huh?
My real name's Johnny too.
What? Are you kidding me? That's your real name?
Yep. You see my caption on that picture with Chopper?
Yeah.
That's my real
All
name.
right, here we go. You ready? How many WrestleMania events have taken place outside of the United States?
0.
Ace.
1.
5.
Eh.
8. Outside
Outside of the United States, Mexico, Canada, UK.
20.
How many
of them.
WrestleManias have been outside
None
of
of
the
them.
United
None.
States?
You said
I'm saying none of
WrestleMania?
Yes. How many
Oh,
WrestleManias?
none.
2.
Yes. Where?
Can't tell you where right now.
They were
What?
both. They were both in the same place.
Toronto.
Yes.
Damn it.
Oh.
Canada is
I wouldn't.
part
I
of
don't
the
feel
US,
like
bro.
either of you really got that question.
Bro, no,
Yeah, that don't
it was
count. That
6.
don't count.
It was 6, and it was
count.
the
That don't
one
count.
where Hogan.
All right.
Hogan lost.
I'll
both
give you
ones.
another one.
All right.
At which pay-per-view did Chris Jericho become the first undisputed champion?
Backlash.
Do you want a couple?
It was
I
the
have
night
Judgment
when he
Day.
beat
Do you wanna
Stone
give me-
Cold
do you want me to give you
for the
some-
same night. I'm gonna lose it. Vengeance. Vengeance, right?
He got it.
Damn.
Vengeance.
2001.
Damn, this nigga.
Vengeance.
Vengeance. He put you to sleep today, Ace.
Damn. No. I was
got
up
you.
last round. I was up last
You
round.
were up.
It's 10:36.
And then you
Just
fell.
gotta
It's
put the
cool,
kids
it's
to
cool.
bed. Yeah,
All
man.
right,
You
two.
fell.
That was
That was just a little preview of what you can get.
Yeah, Casey's show's coming. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna figure it out. But yeah, this is definitely a preview of what's to come.
It's a good showing from you guys, though. I liked it.
I did better than y'all thought.
If it was Pete Dunne trivia, he would have won.
Absolutely.
Who?
Pete Dunne. I'm sorry. Let me say it for Rodney. Pete
Don't be
Dunne.
disrespectful.
Dude, no, we fuck with Pete right now.
I know. I see you looking over there at the UK championship you got over there.
Yeah, signed by Pete.
Looking
you know.
good. Is that's new, right? It's a
Yeah,
new addition.
Man, you know, Pete signatures everywhere. You know, that's how we rock, man.
Yeah.
British strong style. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of, they've been talking about they finally have plans for the Undisputed Era versus the British Strong Style.
Let's get it.
I am so excited for
Been
that
waiting for
because
this
I
a
think
long
that's
time.
going to be feud of the year.
I'm waiting for this a long time.
I think that's going to be feud of the year.
SummerSlam. We need to be there.
Because do you know how many singles matches you can do between those two factions? And that's, again, why factions are awesome, because you can do one-on-one matches like this.
Agreed.
You can have Roderick Strong versus Pete Dunne, which we already had. Roderick Strong versus
I
Trent
figured
Seven,
it out, bro. You know why Triple H goes so hard at NXT?
Adam Cole.
He's not getting that piece of the pie. He thinking with WWE when Vince leaves.
Nope.
He's gonna have NXT though.
He don't need it. He don't need it right now.
Yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to that match because those are probably the two biggest stables, factions, whatever you want to call them, right now in the WWE and all of the WWE, in my
in the
opinion.
world. Everybody knows.
Besides
British
Bullet
Strong
Club,
Style. Besides Bullet Club, yeah.
I would say
absolutely.
probably.
Yeah.
I really hope they do that. I would like to see that at War Games, maybe.
They probably still gonna feud into War Games though.
How would you feel about seeing those guys in War Games and maybe
I love it.
and then maybe throw somebody
I
else
fucking
in?
love it. They put all the belts on the line.
Then maybe throw in the War Raiders and like EC3 together or something, like they did with Roderick Strong and Authors of Pain.
Do you want them to go back to the old format of War Games, or you like the format
No.
that is?
I liked the way they did it. I felt like the old
3 teams.
the old format worked for the time, but I feel like now it would kind of drag on a little bit. I kind of like the new updated version,
Probably 'cause
and I
it's
like
not
to
too
know
big factions.
and I-
Probably
you got to change with the times. And I feel like it's not having the cage on top, the roof on top was also a good change too.
Because you know
that's not really War Games though. War Games was just always a double ring.
Oh,
that
yeah,
extra
yeah.
shit. That is.
Yeah. But no, I like
Vince Russo.
I like the way they did it. I felt like it was really well done. You had the one team, one guy from each team, and then started it that way. I like that way.
Yeah.
I would like to see a match like that between British Strong Style, Undisputed Era, and like I
all
said,
the belts on
throw
the line.
somebody else in there.
Listen, we got room for Undisputed Era on Raw. Get real fish.
Keep them in NXT for a while, man.
Yeah, I mean,
They don't
could
need
probably
it up
rock
there.
out. No, they probably rock out until after the Royal Rumble for real.
They can
Like,
they could own Monday Night Raw because they're waiting for a faction like that so they can sell merch. Like kids are waiting for something cool like that in WWE because all they got. You see how people flock to Bullet Club. Like Vince don't understand. He could be making so much money right now on faction if you would put one out.
off black T-shirts alone.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like think of how much money he was printing when he had DX out there, and how much money they were making in WCW and they had the NWO. Like think about and how much money the Bullet Club's making. He don't understand. He could be making so much money with just one faction on his
He
brand.
just care about his football league, bro. That's
Right
all
now,
he cares
yeah.
about.
But I mean, you could sell so many
But you know,
T-shirts
man,
because if you got a
Vince-
really good design or really good name, and it's just a simple shirt like that, a simple logo, and you got really cool dudes wearing it, like you're gonna sell some merch. Like everybody loves Undisputed Era. I got a shirt.
Me too.
I know you got one. Yeah, I was
The
gonna say.
armband too.
Oh yeah.
Vince is rich and he just loves life.
And then on the other hand, British Strong Style, 3 cool dudes from across the pond who are tough as nails. Each one can put on a 5-star match. You got a good tag team in Mustache Mountain. You got the United Kingdom champion Pete Dunne, the first ever United Kingdom champion Tyler Bate. Do I need to go any further? Match of the year candidate between Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. I mean, that feud is going to be amazing. They could even throw Mark Andrews in there since there's 4 people with Undisputed Era. And then you got 4-on-4. I really like that too.
Yeah, Mark.
What do you think?
Fucking Mark Andrews. Yeah, we got a lot of
Don't be a
announcements.
stranger.
A lot of announcements coming. Live event meetups. Yeah, it's about to be crazy. This is Ace Porter.
If you got,
signing out, Rod.
Yo, my name not Rod. Is don't find me. I find you at everywhere.com. Holla at me.
I do have one thing to say though. If you guys want, if you want to hear anything from us, or you got anything you feel like we could do better, or you don't like let us know. We just want to make
Any
this
questions,
better.
man? Hashtag
Questions.
free 30 case.
Yeah, put your questions at that. But nah, anything you guys want to see, let us know so we can make this show better. Because that's all we want to do is grow, make it better, and have fun.
And we out.